Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a whole bunch of sentiments really quickly using a circle die. Had a previous video where I've done this and it's quite similar, but I used a small die instead. In fact, I mentioned nested dies in the video, but what I actually meant was these stacked thinlet dies. So you get 5 of each size, really handy for bulk making. I'll put a link up in the top right hand corner so you can check out that video, but in the meantime, here's a different twist. So I'm going to use the nested dies this time with a 4-inch die. I'm also using my MISTI tool, which is really important for this technique, and a really basic stamp set that has 4 sentiments that can fit onto a quarter of the circle. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Here I am using one of the die cut circles, and I'm just cutting this into 4 to use as a bit of a template. So I can cut that really easily with my trimmer because I'm just cutting it at 2 inches, spinning it around and doing it by 2 inches again. And this might seem a little strange, but I'm going to tape it back together just so that I can see where those marks are and those lines, because each quarter is going to be a sentiment that I'm going to create today. So I've got 4 here from this Spellbinders stamp set, and I will put a link below into everything I've used if it's available. And I'm just lining them up, fiddling with them a little bit. They were so touchy, and I wanted it to be perfect because it's really critical to how the bulk technique works. Now, when you actually do the next step, which is to close the MISTI door, it does not matter if the stamps are lined up. They can be completely wonky in the MISTI. As long as they are in the same spot and attached to the door, you're going to get a perfect stamp exactly where you need it to be. For the first one though, we are going to test out to make sure our stamps are aligned perfectly. So it's important not to twist or move because we are looking at how they line up based on our cut lines. Now this is why I didn't use a pencil or something to mark out the quarters. It was way easier just to chop it up, and look at that, there's my first 4 sentiments. Now I have a giant stack here, let's say I have 40 or 50 of these circles. I'm grabbing about 5 or 6 and putting it into my MISTI. I did take out the foam pad and I'm just using my pigment ink, which gives me a really nice stamp very easily. And I am using my pressure tool just so that it gives the ink a chance to settle into the cardstock. It's worth mentioning that I did cut these circles out of the cardstock that I use for my card bases. And what that means is, I know I might be a bit fussy, but sometimes white is not white. And if you use different cardstock for the sentiment versus the card base, it does look a bit different on the card. So for this to be really simple, I just use the card bases, chop them up, and created a bunch of these circles. Now, I am literally giving no thought to what's happening here. I am putting them through, creating a big pile of everything that's stamped. And then all I really need to do once I have this pile is cut them. So at this point, if you want to use multiple color stamps, or you want to do ink embossing or anything special, any special techniques, you can do that at the point before you do the cutting. All right, now that we're up to the cutting step, I am picking one of the sentiments that is the easiest to line up with the guardrail of my trimmer. And it may not be obvious while you're watching here, but it is the hooray. So the hooray is always in exactly the same spot, and I'm lining it up, and I've worked out the exact amount of space for the 2 inches. Obviously, I'm using the 2-inch measurement on my trimmer, but running through those was super quick. For the next step, this is even easier. You don't have to worry about anything. You literally line it up to 2 inches and just chop. There is not a lot of thought on how to do this as you're doing the cutting, and you end up with so many stamps. So in my previous video, for every die cut, you get 1 sentiment. For this one, for every die cut, you get 4. So if you only have limited supplies, you only have nested dies, then this is a fantastic way to create loads and loads of sentiments. If you'd like to see more of these hints and tips videos, then let me know in the comments below, and I've put another video here that I think you might enjoy. Have a great day.